what's up YouTube? It's RS Mario bringing you another Pokemon Showdown battle. Alright, so this one is a pretty standard UU team, except for he's packing a Cofagrigus. So it's pretty interesting. I want to see how other people use Cofagrigus, because you don't really see it too often. Alright, so he brings out Toxicroak, I bring out Mr. Hugs, my Cofagrigus, my usual lead, because, I kind of use him to scout and lead at the same time. So I go for the Will-O-Wisp here. And it's because he's a physical attacker, but he switches out to Rosadrade. Rosadrade takes the burn. It doesn't really matter. Rosadrade's special anyway, so a burn isn't going to do anything to really affect you other than damage. So I go for the Magic Coat here. It's particularly Toxic Spike, but he goes for Leech Seed, which is no big deal. Leech Seed is still cool. So I bounce the Leech Seeds off, get rid of those. And he switches out with Crobat. I go to Moonraker thinking he's going to something else. So I'm like, oh, I can't think of Brave Bird. So I back out and I go to Napoleon, King Super. I take the Brave Bird, which does a lot of damage for a flying type move on a steel Pokemon. So then he goes to Toxicroak. He takes the Scald, doesn't get burned, but he doesn't take the Scald very well. I go back to Cofagrigus predicting the Drain Punch, which happens. I use Will-O-Wisp again. He switches out to Rosadrade, and doesn't get burned this time. So it's like, okay, alright. So he goes to Giga Drain, which does a lot of damage. I use Pain Split to get my health back. I'm like, okay, so this is special. I mean, he's probably got like Scarf or something like that on it. I know it's not Life Orb because he didn't take any damage after he hit that Giga Drain. He goes to his Cofagrigus. I probably should have stayed in to see Cofagrigus versus Cofagrigus, but I didn't do it. So I switched out the Crab Style and Marimaldo. I use a Stone Edge, which does about a third of damage, which is pretty good because of freaking Cofagrigus' high defense. I get burned, so I'm pretty useless at that point, so I go out. He gets the knockoff and gets hit with a Effect Spore and gets paralyzed, which is awesome. So I use Aromatherapy, get rid of Armaldo's burn, and then I get burned again. So Moonraker's burned, but it doesn't really matter because Moonraker's a special Pokemon anyway. So it doesn't really matter about getting burned except for the damage. Right here, I think I go for Moonlight right here. I think he switches out and I go for Moonlight. Because I hit him with the Sludge Bomb and it doesn't really do nothing. Yeah, I go for Moonlight. He switches out to Toxicroak. And right here, he goes for Swords Dance. I do Aromatherapy to get rid of my burn. I have nothing really to do with Toxicroak. I have Sludge Bomb and I have HP Ice. So there's really nothing I have to hit Toxicroak. So I go back out to Mr. Hugs, who gets hit with the freaking Swords Dance boosted Gunk Shot and lives. That's how much physical defense he has. So I switch out, go back to Empoleon, take the Gunk Shot. But I know that a Drain Punch is coming, and I can't outspeed it. So I go back to Moonraker. He hits the Drain Punch, and he gets energy, but Effect Spore, putting in work this time. Finally, another paralyzed from Effect Spore. So I go to Cofagrigus. For some reason, I don't know why I don't go back to Empoleon, but I go to Cofagrigus. He takes the Gunk Shot, he dies. He's not gonna take two freaking Swords Dance stab Gunk Shots, but he did his best. He put in work in the whole battle. So I go out to Arcanine, Wildcat. Don't ask me why I named it Wildcat and it's a dog. I have no clue. I just suck at naming things. I mean, look at the rest of the team. So I use Extreme Speed to take him out with that. Blastoise. Alright, so I'm like, well, I predict it's gonna be a Mega. I think he's probably gonna go Mega, so I'm gonna back out. So I know I can take one like Water Pulse, but I can't take like a Mega one. So he goes for Aura Spear, predicting something else. And of course, Momo takes it like a champ. Then he goes for Ice Beam, which does not go over too well. I take like well over half damage. I get some from the leftovers, and I survive barely another Ice Beam. I hit him with the Leech Seed, get my health back. He switches out, goes to Rosadrade. So I guess you know my strategy of protect, leech seed, get my health back. You know, so I protect, just gets more health back. Giga Drain is nothing, so I protect. So I have nothing to hit Rosadrade with, so I'm gonna back out here because you know I'm gonna die and hit Sludge Bomb or Sludge Wave. So I'm gonna go out here and go out to. I'm gonna go out to that. When he hits the Giga Drain, there's nothing. Yeah, he probably. Now here is where it gets a little dicey because I predict that he's gonna go into either Crobat or Blastoise. So but he doesn't. So he hits Protect. I go for Wild Charge, predicting Blastoise, but it doesn't happen. This time he goes out to Pythagoras. And Pythagoras does not take that Sledgeman well at all. He just gets hit, like almost dies. But for some reason he takes the Wild Charge really good, which is weird. And so he hits me with knockoff, which is actually going to affect me in the battle a little bit later. Doesn't really affect me too much now, but it does later. So he hits the Shadow Ball. I use Morning Sun to get my energy back. And then I go for a Wild Charge, and I tip this time. So Pythagoras is gone. There's no Pythagoras anywhere. So when he goes back to Crobat, I'm like, well, I can't outspeed this thing. I don't think so. So I go back out, take the Brave Bird, you know, like a champ, even though it still hurts like crap. Like, this is basically a 3-hit kill with Brave Bird on an Empoleon. And my Empoleon has defense. So, you know, I hit him with Stall and he died. So that's where I'm like, okay, well, that thing was pretty much all out offense. You know, because there are some freaking, you know, Crobats that you use sometimes. He goes out to Porygon Z. I go out to Salad, you know, to take special attacks and deal a ton of damage. He hits Tri-Attack, which I take like a champ. I missed the Stone Edge, of course. Damn Stone Edge. So then he nasty flies. I hit another Stone Edge, almost killed him. You know, so then I'm like, well, I can take him out with the Aqua Jet. He survives with 1 HP, kills me with a Tri-Attack, but dies from Life Orb damage. I'm like, really? Really though? So I go back to Arcanine, he goes back to Rosadrade, and for some reason he just sacrifices Rosadrade. He just lets it die. I don't know why, but he just lets it die, kill it. He goes to Blastoise, and this is where it gets weird. But I thought I had Lychee Berry, you know, but I didn't. You know, so that Wild Charge would have ended the battle if I had Lychee Berry, but I didn't. So he dies. I go out to Momo, Seed Flare, game over. Good game, dude. So that's it for this battle. Watch out for more. Like, comment, subscribe, and keep it real.